Did you know that Prague's Charles Bridge has stood the test of time for over 600 years? This grand stone bridge, a marvel of medieval engineering, is more than just a passage over the Vltava River. It's a symbol of Prague's architectural beauty and resilience. The Charles Bridge is a storied pathway, steeped in history and legends, that has witnessed centuries of Prague's growth and transformation. Now let's take a step back and uncover the rich tapestry of Prague's history. Prague's history begins in the Paleolithic Age, thousands of years ago. Just imagine, even before the dawn of civilization, the land where Prague now stands was already being shaped by the hands of our ancient ancestors. These early settlers, with their primitive tools and rudimentary way of life, were the first to recognize the potential of this beautiful region. Fast forward to the 5th century AD, and we find the Celtic Boii tribe, a group of warriors and traders, settling in the region and lending their name to the land, Bohemia. But the true urban life of Prague wouldn't begin until a few centuries later. In the 9th century, a prince named Bořivoj of the Přemyslid dynasty took the reins. He was the one who laid the first stone of what would become the iconic Prague Castle. Built on a hill overlooking the Vltava River, this fortress was not just a military stronghold but a symbol of emerging urban life, and the birthplace of what we now know as Prague. The establishment of the Prague Castle marked a significant turning point. The area around the castle began to grow, and a marketplace sprang up on the right bank of the river, a place now known as the Old Town. This marketplace would soon become the heart of the city, bustling with traders from far and wide, and setting the stage for the flourishing city that Prague would become. But Prague wasn't just a hub for trade, it was also a center for culture and learning. The city saw the founding of the first university in Central Europe, Charles University, in the 14th century, marking yet another milestone in its rich history. From its humble beginnings in the Paleolithic Age, through the establishment of the Prague Castle in the 9th century, to the bustling marketplace and cultural hub it became, Prague's history is a tapestry of human endeavor and resilience. From a prehistoric settlement to a burgeoning city, Prague's early days set the stage for its future growth. As we move into the Middle Ages, Prague truly begins to take shape. This is the era when Prague transforms from a burgeoning settlement into a magnificent city, the capital of the Holy Roman Empire and the cultural heart of Europe. The Middle Ages, a period spanning from the 5th to the late 15th century, was a time of profound change and growth for Prague. Among the many pivotal events, the reigns of Charles IV and Wenceslas IV stand out. Charles II, the King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, was a man of vision. His reign in the 14th century was marked by extensive development and expansion. Under his rule, Prague blossomed into a city of architectural beauty and intellectual prowess. His greatest contribution, perhaps, was the founding of Charles University in 1348, the first university in Central Europe. This institution became a beacon of knowledge, attracting scholars from far and wide, and continues to be a prestigious educational institution to this day. Coming to Wenceslas IV, his reign was tumultuous yet transformative. His rule was marked by both political instability and cultural evolution. Despite the challenges, Prague continued to thrive as a center of culture and learning, reflecting the resilience of its people. During this era, Prague was not just a political hub but also a melting pot of Gothic architecture, literature, and art. The city's skyline was adorned with towering cathedrals, ornate bridges, and sprawling castles, many of which still stand, narrating the tales of their time. The intricate designs and timeless beauty of these structures bear testimony to the city's rich medieval past. The Middle Ages in Prague was a time when empires rose and fell, when culture and knowledge flourished, and when the city's identity was carved. It was a time of prosperity and growth, but also of turbulence and change. This era left an indelible mark on Prague, shaping its history, its architecture, and its spirit. The Middle Ages were a time of prosperity and growth, but also of turbulence and change. Moving into more recent history, Prague continues to stand as a beacon of cultural and historical significance. As we steer towards the 20th century, the city of 100 spires, Prague, has not been immune to the tremors of global events. One such event that left an indelible mark on Prague's historical canvas was the Prague Spring of 1968. This was a period of political liberalization, a breath of fresh air that, although brief, allowed the city to flirt with the idea of freedom from the clutches of Soviet influence. However, this springtime of optimism was short-lived. It ended abruptly when the Warsaw Pact troops invaded the city, reimposing the hardline rule. But the flame of liberty, once kindled, is hard to extinguish. This flame flickered beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to burst into a blaze. That moment came in the form of the Velvet Revolution in November 1989. Named Velvet for its peaceful nature, this revolution was a non-violent transition of power, marking the end of 41 years of communist rule. Prague's streets buzzed with the chants of protesters, their voices echoing off the city's ancient walls, demanding freedom, democracy, and an end to Soviet influence. The Velvet Revolution led to the establishment of the Czech Republic on January 1, 1993, with Prague as its capital. This event marked a new beginning for Prague, allowing it to reclaim its identity, free from the shadows of its past. Today, Prague's modern identity is a beautiful tapestry woven from threads of resilience, cultural richness, and historical significance. Its cobblestone streets bear the imprints of its tumultuous past, while its skyline, adorned with architectural marvels, whispers tales of its glorious history. Prague is not just a city, it's a living, breathing testament to the spirit of its people. Their resilience has seen them through the darkest of times, and their spirit continues to shape the city's future. Despite the trials and tribulations, Prague has emerged as a symbol of resilience and a testament to the spirit of its people. Now that we've delved into Prague's past, let's explore some must-visit places in this historic city. First on our list is the magnificent Prague Castle. This castle, perched high on a hill, is a breathtaking sight that has stood the test of time. It's not just a castle, but a complex of historical structures including a palace, 3 churches, and a monastic area. This place is a living, breathing museum of the city's history, with tales of kings and queens echoing in its walls. Next up, we take you to the heart of the city, the Old Town Square. This vibrant area is brimming with Gothic and Baroque architecture, creating a spectacle of colors and styles. The square is always alive, buzzing with locals and tourists alike. It's more than just a picturesque spot, it's the pulse of Prague. Now imagine walking on a 14th century stone bridge lined with 30 statues while watching the sun set over the Vltava River. This is what awaits you at the Charles Bridge, a testament to Prague's architectural prowess. The bridge, with its artists, musicians, and vendors, offers a unique blend of history and lively culture. Our final stop is the astronomical clock, one of the oldest functioning timepieces of its kind. This medieval marvel, located in the Old Town Square, draws crowds with its hourly show. The clock's intricate design and its astronomical dial is a sight to behold, a perfect blend of science, art, and history. These are just a few of the many gems that Prague has to offer. Whether you're a history buff, an architecture enthusiast, or just a curious traveler, Prague has something for everyone. So, pack your bags and get ready to be mesmerized by the timeless charm of this city. Remember, there's always something new to discover in Prague, a city where history never gets old. Prague, a city steeped in history, offers a unique blend of the past and the present. This journey through time has revealed the fascinating tapestry of Prague's history, from its ancient beginnings to the modern era. We unearthed the city's roots, starting with its intriguing origins. The myths and legends that surround this city only add to its allure. Then we ventured through the Middle Ages, a period of great significance where Prague flourished as an important cultural hub. The narrative of Prague's history continued into the modern era. We witnessed the transformation of this city as it navigated through pivotal moments in history, emerging with resilience and vibrancy. Next, we explored the must-visit places in Prague. From the awe-inspiring Prague Castle to the charming Old Town Square, each location narrates a different chapter of Prague's history. The city's enduring charm lies in these places, where the past and the present coexist harmoniously. But Prague is not just a city of historical monuments. Its lively culture, the stories of its people, and the spirit of the city create an atmosphere that's uniquely Prague. It's a city that continues to inspire, to captivate, and to surprise. So, let's remember Prague as a city that carries the weight of its past with grace, while embracing the present and looking forward to the future. Whether you're a history buff, a culture enthusiast, or just an avid traveler, Prague promises a journey that you won't forget.